Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 48 World, where we do reviews. Okay, we're going to be going over the Braxton Family Values, episode 2. All the title reads is allegedly, and I want to send a shout out to LA Skip. She wanted me to review the Braxton Family Values as a regular series until I guess the season end. And I want to thank her for that, and I am doing it just for her before I move into my Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm sorry it's late. I said I was going to get it to you before the weekend was out, but me and my daughter had to work on some of her business stuff, and I got behind. But I am a true person to my word, so please forgive me that it's late. But I am giving you episode 2 as well as 3 tonight before I go to bed. Okay, but let's get on right into this episode. We got Trina and Tracy are going baby shopping for her son's child, but Tracy said she's putting her son out. Okay, I'm like, you had both of them living with you. Did you really think they weren't going to be doing the booty, how I used to call it when I was young, or you didn't think they were gonna have sex under your roof without you knowing about it? I mean, come on. The girl should have been staying with her parents, and of course him staying with y'all, and that's how it should have went. But hey, you got the girl living there. What you think gonna come out of that? Especially if she ain't planning birth control. It seems like they all natural, and they're probably doing holistic type stuff. So of course they don't want to, want to have sex, and they don't want to take no protection. I don't know why he didn't want to wear a condom. Why she didn't want to be on birth control. That would have solved it all, but it just is what it is right now. Then they both talk about Tamar storming out of the little dinner they was trying to have with all the other sisters being present, and how Tamar just answered their question, was she getting a divorce, this, that, and third. She said yeah, and then he got too hot for her, so she stormed out. That's basically what immaturity is, and when you can't face certain facts. And she's the baby of the family, so I mean, give her a break. That's what they do. Okay. Then we got Trina and Tracy. Trina's asking Tracy how does she feel about getting a party bus to ride out to Vegas and having Tamar ride out, and they just have a good old time, doing what they do, and having fun and getting lap dances and this, that, and third. And of course, Trina and Tracy are already party girls, and we know Tamar don't want to miss a good party herself. Okay, even if she didn't plan it. So they kind of psyched out about it, and they hope she'll be on board with it, because they're going to go pick her up, and they're all going to ride together to Tony's Soul Train Award, Legendary Award she's going to be getting, as well as performing. So that was going to be a night, and then Tamar has to perform as well also. So then we got Tony comes to the studio to work and, put a few more finishing touches on her current album she's working on. And she says she's there because the heads up, or the higher ups, want to see how much cussing is going on, since she got Birdman, her fiance slash whoever boyfriend, working on her album with her. And they want to know how many cuss words they're gonna have to do, because Birdman really don't do no clean stuff, clean versions. All his stuff is just pure, what do you call it, not advertiser friendly, if you get my drill. So she's meeting with her sound man, and they trying to go through. Of course, he's saying he don't know what Birdman is talking about, and Tony's gonna act oblivious like she don't know. So she goes on and call Tamar and spit some of the lyrics to her. And of course, Tamar thinks she got it all sold up, this, that, and third. But she was somewhat on point, but not so. And then Birdman comes walking in. It's all staged event. He don't even look like he can come in and surprise anybody. And I always got somebody with him. I'm like, damn, Birdman, you can't come in the building by yourself. You always got to have one person or two or three entourage, behind you. But it is what it is. And he goes on and kind of listens to the track. He gives Tony's sound man, kudos for doing what he do, and this, that, and third. And I'm like, when did Birdman take them grills out of his mouth? He ain't had no grills in his mouth. And his teeth actually look pretty. So I'm like, okay. It is what it is. He probably got caps on, because we knew those gold clip-ins, or he probably had true gold hair rotting his teeth, because that's all what that gold do to real teeth. after a period of time. So anyway, he comes and spends how they edit the scene, maybe 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, 10 being the most. Okay, then he walks out and she walks out with him. I don't know. They just filmed that out, not even on the camera. So we just left looking at the sound check man. But it is what it is. They moved to another scene. Then we got Trina and Tracy. They're on the party bus. They getting started. They ready to go to Vegas. Tracy's, pumped up. Trina's pumped up because she didn't let Tracy know that she was hiring a stripper to come with them halfway, I guess, to Vegas, or maybe before they left the city limits of where they were. And then this stripper man was going to get out. Who knows? I don't know what it was, but Trina always doing some crazy shit. So as they start to move on the bus, it slows down and stops. And then Tracy's trying to figure out what's going on. We supposed to be moving. We supposed to be grooving. Got the liquor. We got the stripper pole. We finna have some fun. But they had, like I said, they had to go pick up Tamar first, but they didn't go that far to be where Tamar's condo is. So then a guy came in talking about, dressed like a police officer, but you could say he was a stripper. He didn't come out like a police officer or something like that, like really dressed. You could tell he was a stripper for paid. He was hired to pay to finesse them for a minute or two. And Trace was so funny. She had tried to act like she didn't want it. She didn't want it, but she liked that man, gyrating on her. And then he was calling himself gyrating on Trina. She was all up there doing, the strip tease with him. And he was just taking her legs and flapping them here, there, and everywhere. She was just enjoying it. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so then they go on and pick up Tamar, and they told the stripper to, wait for them. They'll be back. So of course he half dressed and all that. He said, okay. And so excuse me, they go up to get Tamar and hopefully surprise her and let her know what's going on, this, that, and the third. And Mr. Logan is running around now with the nanny in the background. And I'm like, this situation ain't gonna be like these two women think it is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if they going to Las Vegas, why is Logan still there? And why is he dressed like he going somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, woo, honey. They said, come on, Tamar, let's get your stuff and let's go. So Tamar tell Logan to go get his stuff because they get ready to go. I'm like, wait a minute, where they going? Where little Logan going? He ain't going on that party bus with that stripper man, being all that alcohol. And no son, no Lord, no God. You know what I'm saying? So that was just really funny. Then Tamar broke it down to him with telling them Logan coming with her. And they was all in their feeling. What? Logan come up? Nah, he can't come. We had this whole thing planned out, and you were a part of it because we were trying to cheer you up. And what the hell you talking about Logan coming? No, he can't be a part of this scene. We ain't got time to go to jail. We ain't got time filming nothing where they can put us in jail. And they just really had to suck it up because Logan was coming, the nanny was coming, and Tamar was coming with her messed up attitude. So they were really bummed out about that situation. Like we did all this for nothing. So they go on and talk to Trina takes a sidebar and talk to Tamar about how she's feeling with the current events of her pending divorce or her going through the divorce proceedings. And Tamar's saying um she's just highly nervous about the performance, and then she has an anxiety about people knowing about her divorce and this, that, and the third, and it is a hot mess, and she just wasn't feeling it. So they had that little small talk. It was what it was, and then they Trina and Tracy sitting up there talking to one another about they ain't even get a chance to enjoy the party bus. She didn't get a chance to slide down a pole, to do her little shake a booty dance or shake her titas or none of that. And they were mad. They looking at London, Logan coming. They just looking at Tamar and Logan in disgust. Like, where did these people come from? We don't need to take them. They need to just go and take a plane out there, hell, because Tamar really wanted to take a plane trip anyway. She didn't want to ride 6 hours on the party bus. And honey, I probably would have said, hey, let me give you some of the money so you can just go and get you a flight. I ain't paid for this party bus to be just riding there with you, the nanny, no alcohol, no stripper, and we sitting up there, you know, not in our minds because we ain't inebriated, meaning we ain't high. We ain't got high on nothing. Oh, but anyway, just hear what it is. They just ride in the party bus, but before they leave, they go and try to tell the stripper he got to go. They love every piece of him. They love the act that he was trying to get them before they even stopped to get their sister Tamar. But it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because they love their sister a little bit more than basically, trying to throw her on one of the bus and their nephew. So it is what it is. So we leave that situation. We go to Evelyn and the family's attorney, Antavius. They're riding. Uh, for Evelyn to go to some speaking engagement where she'll be talking about cancer at Albany State. And it was a packed house and everything. And honey, Evelyn was sitting there talking about cancer, but then she made it into a domestic violence type of situation, speaking engagement as well, because it was weighing heavy on her heart because her daughter's actually going through allegedly uh, some spousal domestic abuse, as well as she's trying to get her out of the situation, trying to get her to the realization that hey, something's going on. Y'all can't keep y'all hands off each other as far as physically, and we knew about that allegedly. Well, it really wasn't allegedly. It actually happened here in Georgia when Tamar and Vince were staying at some hotel, and some words were being said, or this, that, and the third, and he bit Tamar on the finger. And I'm like, who in the world would bite somebody on the damn finger? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, anyway. The police was called to, I think, the Marriott downtown somewhere, and police reports were filed, and they were actually looking for Vince. And I think Vince ended up turning himself in, but Tamar wasn't pressing no charges, and it just is what it is. But Miss Evelyn was just like she's tired of going through the stuff that she knows about Tamar's allegedly and Vince's marital problems. And she just don't want to see anybody get hurt, and especially not her daughter. Then we got move on from that situation because, like I said, they just riding her and Antavius to that speaking engagement, and when she gets there, she make a speech between both abuses that happen to women as well as men, but we really focused on women, which was the cancer abuse that it does ravages our body and takes us out of here if we don't get a quick diagnosis of what's going on and treat it accordingly. Appropriately. And then the domestic violence thing she was speaking on as well. So, and to tell you the truth, Antavius, I don't know how old he is, but him and Miss Evelyn make a good looking couple together. So, if they hadn't tried nothing out, they should. That's just my compliment because they both complimented each other. But then it is what it is. Moving on from there, we got Tony arrives at the arena to practice for her show that she's going to be also performing it, as well as receiving the legendary award of the year, or whatever, for Soul Train. Then we move from there. We got Trina and Tracy are in Vegas. Okay, they're going out to buy Tony 50th birthday cake because it's also her birthday that weekend. She's gonna be in Vegas accepting her award as well as performing. Um, and then somehow they get a phone call from Tawanda, or they call Tawanda. I'm not even really sure. I forgot. And Tawanda's wondering who put them in charge of making birthday arrangements for Tony. And I was like, why Tawanda always thinks she got to be the one to put things together and it's going to be right. But anyway, it just was what it was, and they kind of got offended themselves. Like, what she mean we can't put shit together? We can do this. We can do this. We grown. We're responsible, intelligent individuals. We can do this. So they psyched themselves up. We move from there. We got Tracy comes to Trina's room after, I guess, they don't went out and did what they had to do for the day. And she runs in to ask, what's her name? Dad. Trina, has she seen the news? And she said, no, what's going on? And she said, Tracy said, Mama done told everything. I was like, honey, when Tracy wants to be very theatrical, she can be theatrical when she wants to. But she was basically saying that her mama done spilled the beans um Tamar's volatile relationship with her husband Vince. She's was at the airport, trying to catch her flight to Las Vegas, and some, TMZ reporter called her, and Evelyn just said she had to speak what was on her mind at the time, and at the time she wanted Vince to keep his hands off of her child. And I remember the whole TMZ coverage being done and it being spread across social media. It was a big thing. I even did a commentary video on it myself, you know, thumbing up Evelyn for, calling foul, because if Vince is doing all that stuff, he need to get some help. He don't need to be doing no music producing, no nothing. He need to be sitting in somebody's chair or taking some medication to get his anger under control. Because if his son see it, that's how he's treating his wife, his mom, that he's gonna want to do it later on to some girls that he's gonna be messing with. It's just a pattern that falls within a family or a person when they are done wrong in their young days. So that was the year what it is. And they were like, well, hey, Lisa's out in the open. So evidently, I don't know how they really shot this episode, because, like I said, when it was happening, I don't know if they were filming at the time, but you know how, you know, TV shows, they edit and write in stuff that wasn't necessarily there at the time, but they're going to capture it and make it good for ratings. But yeah, Miss Evelyn had had enough, and she just started talking, honey. Well, people were listening that shouldn't have been having any privy of that information, especially when Tamar didn't know nothing about it, allegedly, that she was doing this. So then we have, let me see. Then we got Tawana calls Tony to tell her that she's not going to be able to fly in to celebrate her 50th birthday, nor attend the Soul Train Awards thing where she's going to be being honored. And, she want to make peace with her sister because, hey, it just is what it is. And Tony says she understands. She's disappointed because, she pretty much is at everything, and trying to run everything. But, that's just how Tawana gets down. And, she's definitely been Tony's assistant forever. That's how she's been making her money, because she really hasn't been doing anything worth, I guess, putting on TV, like having her own TV show or doing something other than being a doo-wop girl for her sister Tony and being Tony's assistant. So she's doing this acting thing. She's in that play. Two can play that game with Vivica Fox and, Portia Williams and, a lot of other excellent cast members. So she's doing her thing. At least she's getting, they may be small parts, but at least she's getting into the field that she's always wanted to be in, which was acting, and her being seen as a so-called star, other than being behind the shadows of Tony, of course, and Tamar. So, Tony said, honey, you got to go feed your children. You got to feed yourself. So, hey, then you got to pay that old man his money that he get for child support while he watching your kids. Okay. So that is what it is. So we move on from there. We got Evelyn comes into Trina's room. She's finally got to Vegas. She's tired, but she's checking in on her children. And they go on and pretty much ask her, what the hell you were having an interview with TMZ? What was that all about? And then you airing out Tamar's dirty laundry before we even know Tamar know you're doing this thing. And she just said her heart was heavy, honey, and she was praying to the Lord. She, want to help the Lord out so much, but that's where Miss Evelyn went wrong, honey. If you're going to pray and you want the Lord to help you, then leave it in his hands. She know better. But then when we anxious and we got anxiety, we want to feel like we can move it a little faster than the Lord. So it just is what it is. Evelyn was being a mother and trying to be, a God-fearing woman at the same time. And, when you want God to have stuff, you just leave it alone. Come what may. It was the best, if you're in that spiritual realm. But she's in both realms where, I don't want my baby to die. I don't want her to get hurt. And I just got to do something. So if I humiliate her in, the public eye, and we're saying this is allegedly, because Tamar still to this day ain't coming out saying none of this happened. All right. And this happened several months ago when Miss Eb came out talking to TMZ. So, our prayers go out to Miss Eb because, at this episode as well as the episode 3, she was very emotional about her child. And, nobody want to bear 9 months of pain and then, have somebody come and take your child away from you unnecessarily, because they don't feel good about themselves and they can't beat up on their own self, that they got to use somebody else's child for a punching bag or whatnot, allegedly. Okay. So Miss L was like, I'm gonna stop Vince's flow, this, that, and the third. And we're going to get some action to this. You're going to stop beating up on my child. That's what Elle was talking about, y'all. That's what Elle was talking about, okay? And I was there for it because I'm a mother and I would do just about anything to keep my child safe as well. Or do anything, I should say. And then we got to leave that situation. We go to Tony's dad and brother. They come to Vegas and um, to support Tony in her venture of being the recipient of the legendary award for Soul Train and this, that, and the third. And, and Michael, that's a bit for him because he ain't never seen in no, what do you call it, scenes of the Braxton family value. He like his life private and that's what he want to keep it. But, hey, it was his sister, his big sister coming around here doing it on thing. And he hadn't been around the family where they were taping where we could see him engaging, interacting with them. So that was nice to see. And somehow the dad, I guess he didn't want to show everybody he's a gambler. So he had a little private setting in his room trying to win some money off his son when Tracy and Trina comes in to visit them and see how they're doing, how they're settling in, and that they have a chance to start Tamar. And then, of course, the dad or the brother act like he don't know nothing. He act like he is oblivious to everything. And he ain't trying to get in nobody's stuff. But you would think, he would have a little bit more get up and go about him. Like, what you say he did to my sister? What that? Well, let me finna go check this brother. You know what I'm saying? Take that kind of stance. But he looking like a deer in headlights. Like, he don't know what's going on. And pretty much the dad was doing the same thing. Sitting up there, like, I asked them and they said no. I said, Dad, Papa L, Papa, what is his name? Mike. Look at him. People ain't gonna always tell you the truth because they don't want you in their business, okay? But you should have bossed up like a dad, like a man, and handled this brother Vincent and say, look, if I hear anything, I'm coming for you, okay? And it's gonna be at whoop your ass first, and then I'm gonna ask the questions later, okay? And if I truly had infringed on you and you didn't do nothing, take that as to my heart, not my hands. You know what I'm saying? Not my head. But I just, looking out for my daughter, the one I helped bring into this world. Okay, and it would be no beating on us. I do it, and I'm hitting her from the behind with a paddle or a belt. You ain't putting your hands in her face, biting her, and all this kind of stuff. So, he gonna play the safe way out and say, well, I asked him, he said he wasn't doing nothing. And my daughter was sitting there saying wasn't none of that happening. That was just made up stuff. And I'm like, you should know your daughter very well too to say whether she's lying or not, Michael. But it is what it is. We don't trust that joke anyway. Cause Eb had to kick him out and almost beat his brains out. Okay. So we know who's the fighter in the family. So he thanks the two girls about keeping him abreast of what's going on, and he's gonna have to check a little deeper into the situation. Let me see. Then we got Trina's getting too emotional with her dad on how Tamar is, staying in this, situation. And it can be, very detrimental to her life and this, that, and the third. And, she's just tired of taking up for somebody that won't take a step out on faith and say, yes, this is happening to me. I need y'all help because I can't do it by myself. And she was like, she tired of, defending her sister. And she gonna just leave it where it is. It is what it is. If she die, she die. If she get out, she get out. But she ain't gonna worry herself about the situation no more. So I was like, Trina, please hush. Or get you some alcohol. Because for one thing, you ain't gonna let your sister go out like that. Y'all just have to keep on, being up in her business. And, truth will come to light sooner or later. Because to me, maybe it was some infractions going on. I don't know because I wasn't there. But I do know, people in the industry, if there's anything that's going on, she's trying to distance herself because, what's his name? Vince was having some IRS problems. And I guess she didn't want to get tied up in any of that, so she called herself going to get a divorce from him, claiming irreconcilable differences, so they just grew apart, that it had no pieces of domestic violence in it. So I don't know. I must stay clear of that because, like I said, it's always one story from the woman, it's another story from the man, and the truth lies in the middle. So I'm just wishing them all well. Prayers grow up. And if it is a domestic situation going on, if it cannot be handled by counseling and prayer, hey, Ma, you need to walk away, baby. That's all I got to say. Okay, because Vince ain't going to want that child. He ain't going to try to fight you for all, sole custody, too. I mean, if it is, he'll probably be doing it because he don't want to pay child support. So it just is what it is. But y'all, that was my commentary on the Braxton Family Values episode 2, and it was called Allegedly. All right, guys, y'all take care, be blessed, and I'll talk to y'all soon for something. Bye bye.